Oh yeah. All right, YouTube, we're live. Here we go. Nick Newsom here, aka Rideshare Hacker, coming at you live today. Trying to come live every day and talk about just Uber life, Uber driving in general, what's going on. Try to have some sort of value, some sort of tips for you, and I do in this one. I'm gonna put my windows down a little bit. I'm sitting in my car right now, my mobile office. This is where all the good stuff goes down when I'm not on a ride or on the camera. I'm in this back seat back here, and I'm, working on my business, got the computer open and doing some work. But today I just want to talk to you about how you can get private clients, how you can make it work in your favor when you take the time and talk to people. So, first of all, like, you got to be a little bit outgoing, got to talk to your passengers, you got to start getting some information from them, right? You got to open them up, you got to get them talking. A great way to do that is to start asking questions about them. One of the first things I always ask is, how long are you in town for? And then they'll open up, they'll say, oh, a couple days, or I leave today, tomorrow. And then, try to figure out why they're even here, right? So like, oh, what are you here for work? If they haven't already opened that up, a lot of times they will. You try and get that information. So you get them talking about themselves, what's going on. And then if the conversation goes, you can always ask. The conversation doesn't have to be perfect. I always ask, I'm like, oh, are you, I try to find out when they're leaving. Or I offer to be their driver while they're here. When I find out if they're gonna be here for 3 days, I try to offer to be their driver, because I stick to a certain neighborhood, and that really helps me get new clients, or get private clients. So one of the things, sorry, I had something there. So one of the things that I did, like today, I had picked up a rider, and I brought her over to a place of work. She gave me a decent tip, and then I found out some information about her along the way. I didn't ask to be her driver, but she said she's leaving a little bit later, so I knew I was going to be in the area. I got her ride again. She gave me some cash tips, right? So she gave me some tips just for doing my thing, having a clean car, giving her a ride and talking to her. Now I've also asked her to figure out when she was leaving for the airport, and I got her to make an appointment with me to drive her to the airport. So I got a decent ride out of this lady. So it was like $10 going to work, $7 coming back, and then this ride will probably be a $45 to $50 ride. So there's about $60, $70 right there that I can make on just one person, one private client, and that's why it's good to have them. You guys got any questions there? Hey, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys for watching. Go ahead and give me the thumbs up if you like the tips or anything else. I can talk about some other things too. So we could talk about the LA riot, not riots. I keep saying LA riots, but the LA strike. Hold on a second. I'm gonna try and get some better light here. Bear with me for a sec, guys. But the LA strikes, I was talking about that. I made a video talking about that. It's funny about the 50% cut thing, 50% cut thing, because I remember I made one of the first videos that I made. I can't get away from that glare. One of the first videos that I made on YouTube was talk my money, Let's try this. Maybe this will be better. Any good? No, this sucks. All right, I'm really bombing this one, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Just trying to get out of the glare. Just trying to get it good. Sorry, guys. I know this is like such a waste right now. All right, here we go. That's not bad. I'll be happy with this one. So yeah, the LA strike. So I made some comments about that. How going on strike, trying to get your 75% of the fare back. And I don't think that's always the case, because somebody pointed out that it's only the case for short rides, and that's not the case for the longer rides. And I think on average, what I found with those is that you're gonna be at about a 75% average on the on the drive fares anyways. If you take your week and you average out all the drives, and you take the percentage of what the passenger paid, then you take out what Uber takes, the percentage, and then you find out what you have at the end, the average, it's going to be about 25%. I've noticed about 20 to 30%. It goes in that range. So there's like a 10% gap, which I don't like. Specifically, I think that it makes sense to lose money on the shorter rides where Uber gets a larger percentage. But on the longer rides, like, I don't appreciate Uber and Lyft taking per mile, a per mile fee. Like, there should be a service charge and a service fee, right? Like, so they have a fee for using the app, and then they have a charge for operating the app. You know, they have 2 fees, and I think those should be standard. Maybe they could have one for at the airport, because there's more there, I don't know, there's just regulations at the airport, so maybe they could have a larger fee there. But I think it should just be a flat fee, and I don't think it should be per mileage, because the per mileage is basically, I mean, it's all us. It's all on the driver. I have to drive those miles. I have to be attentive. I have to be at attention. I have to be physically ready. It's my car. Each mile is you know,